Grand Rising Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, the generous donations, everything. I appreciate it all. The hypes. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell. Let's clear out this energy, and then we're going to see what the Masters of Spirit has for us this morning. Someone wants to return. They feel that they've done some changing. They feel like they've changed. But I don't feel that they are aware or prepared for how much you've grown. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords is clarity. See, now somebody is very clear on who they chose to work with previously. And very clear on why they chose to work with that person. And it was just pure greed. Well, that greed left them to lose a lot. And now they feel that they have to close this chapter because they were the ones that ended up getting hurt. Everything is out in the sun is shining on everything, and this person is receiving justice. And now they're curious. They're curious about you, and they wonder if they come in, if they want to work with you again, like, what are you going to say? How are you going to act? See, this person is just now figuring out that all the time before, all the past, the reasons that you made the moves that you made, the reasons that you did the things that you did, it was because you were wise. Like you had been through this before. So you knew which way to move. You knew which way to go. You knew when to leave somebody. You knew when to stay and try and work it out. But now somebody's realizing how intelligent you were, how wise you are. They want to send a message. They want to send a message because now they feel like a fool. You know, they know that they just they left without thinking, and now they are facing this hardship. And they're looking at you, and you're balanced. See, somebody thought that they could play a trick, they could pull the wool over your eyes, they could create a certain situation, and that they would get victory. But now they understand that that was nothing but a fantasy. And this person should have moved with caution. Now they want to start over. They want to start over, but they know that you're going to look at everything that they do and listen to everything that they say with great discernment. They're afraid that you no longer have any compassion for them. They're afraid that the love is no longer there and that you no longer want to be around them. Grand Rising Wingseer, I'm well, thank you. See, somebody's afraid that this is over. Because they feel that, you know what, your spiritual gifts have increased. You know, you have turned things in your favor. Not that you've turned things in your favor, but the universe has balanced things out. And they are afraid that you are going to be able to read them like a book. So this is why this person wants to gingerly step towards you. You know, they want you to have some type of compassion. They want you to have some type of empathy for them, because they know that they put themselves in a position that they cannot escape from, especially when it comes to you, especially when it comes to your healing. Hey, Shaylin. And this is what someone wants. They want you to help them get out of this position that they're in. See, this person didn't feel that you had what it took. You know, whether this was things just on a tangible level, or if they felt that you were not smart enough, intelligent enough, wise enough. But whatever it was that this person felt like you did not have, they realized they were the ones that actually did not have that. It's like they made a move and they allowed the devil to take their gifts, to take their inheritance, to squander their own money. See, this person had a lot going for them. They had the world literally in their hand. But they made this wrong move because they allow themselves to be talked out and tricked out of their spot by a smooth talker, by somebody who had criminal tendencies. Now this person, it's like now they want to work with God. Now they want to work with, they want to be on the right side, because they've already lost everything going to the wrong side. This person now realizes that what was going to come around has come back around. And they just want to be able to have this opportunity to work with you one more time. This time they want to show that they are willing to put in the work, that they're willing to stay the course. They're willing to give back, not just take. See, they took your kindness for a weakness. They didn't think that, you know, they totally disregarded how generous you were to them. As much love, attention, patience, kindness, you know, on top of the financial. As much as you told them the wise things that they needed to know about life, this person didn't care about that. You know, I feel like something about this person, it was time for them to grow up quick, because everything that they put out was coming back. And now this person wants to send some type of message. They want to let you know that they apologize for all of the burdens that they put on you. They now understand that it was uncalled for. It was a lot. They're embarrassed. They are ashamed, because all they did was receive the same in return. Hi, 2B Records. How are you? Especially since this person received a tower, everything in their life started crumbling. As much as they tried to keep it together and hold it up and glue it back together, put some tape on it, nothing was going to work, because they made a choice to deceive you. Now this person, they want to rebuild themselves, but they want your help. They know that you are the partnership that they should have stuck with. And instead of them having everything that they could possibly want, but yet feeling like that they had to go and find it elsewhere, this person knows that they messed themselves up. They destroyed their own life. They destroyed their own happiness. Someone is now exploring the idea, not just the idea, but they're really thinking about how they thought that, if they were, sticking with somebody who bullied you, that they would be okay. All because this person was afraid to speak up for themselves. So they decided to try and stick with somebody who was bullying you, not knowing that this person had plans to bully them too. Like this person couldn't see or understand the things that they were allowing someone else to do to you. That person was going to turn around and do it to them too. This person finally understands what a snake in human clothes is. They didn't believe it before. Even when you were telling them, they discounted you. Hey, Hypsee. They thought that you were exaggerating, that you were playing victim, that you were making it all up. But now they understand that you weren't. They understand that, you know what? In order for them to have been receiving their wish fulfillment, they had to display some type of courage. They needed to step up and defend you. Now the truth has been spoken, and they're seeing it. They're seeing about all the conflict that they brought, how they was arguing with you, how they was talking bad about you, how they were lying on you, trying to manipulate you. They're realizing that they brought a lot of conflict, not just your way, but also their way as well. And it's like, this is the decision that they made. This is a decision that they made that they have to live with. Now this person understands and they're thinking clearly because it was done to them. They couldn't see it whenever you was going through it. They didn't want to open up their eyes or their heart. They didn't want to open up their throat. They didn't want to open up their crown chakra. They didn't think it was ever going to work on them. They didn't think it was ever going to come back on them. But now they realize how not only nurturing and loving you are, but how you stood 10 toes down for them. Hey, the soul archetype, how are you? Hey, J Mike. Hey, Lightworker William. And so it's different whenever you're going through it. When you're going through it, you see it so much clearer. But when you're trying to be a part of it because you think that's going to somehow save you, you're just getting in line so that you can be next. And this person is now under judgment. They're under judgment for giving to this witch, to somebody who thought that they thought, oh, this is the way to go. This is where I need to be. This is what I need to do. Confirmation. And instead they chose to leave you. Realizing today, this is where they needed to go. This is what they needed to do. This is where they needed to be instead of leaving you. It's like at first, everything was good, in this coven, in this family. After they left you, at first they thought everything, it's all good. It's all gravy. Come on in. The water's great. But then they realized that the same people that they were swimming with, hey, Malcolm, was talking about them now. They realized that now the conversation switched from you because you was no longer there to them. Now they were the jackass. Now they were the troublemaker. Now they was the one who was the cause of everything. Now they were the emotional garbage can. It was now their turn. And there was nothing that they could do to stop that. You know, something happened to their car. And you know what? Everybody that they thought had their back ghosted them. Everybody ghosted them. Left them out to suffer. Now all of a sudden, everything that they thought they was getting, all of this wish fulfillment, all this enjoyment, they ain't getting nothing now. It's not fun anymore. Like they said, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. And now they're thinking about you, the Empress, the one they turned their back on. And now they are seeing clearly. They're looking at things differently now about the actions that they took. What's the message, Spirit? Like they say, it just ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, at first, you was the one that was trying to say, well, wait, no, that's not the truth. I don't do it like that. I've never been like that. Wait, you know me from, and they was like, I don't remember nothing. Until it started happening to them. But now they have this newfound love for you, this newfound respect about everything that you told them, about everything that you had gone through, and about everything that you told them that they would too also go through. Now they put on their thinking cap. Now they see things as it truly is, not how they wanted to see it. They took off those rose-colored glasses because they saw that those things was distorting the view. Especially whenever karma came back around. Because when karma comes back around, all of a sudden you can see clearly now the rain is gone. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Now they're the ones that are overburdened with the wands. Now they're the ones that feel the pressure and the pain. Now they're the ones who see clearly who was really helping who and who wasn't helping who. See, everything that somebody said, that they're realizing that the snake has a forked tongue. They realizing this snake wore clothes and shoes. They're realizing that they allowed themselves to believe a snake over an angel. They believe the serpent over the godly one. Now see, when judgment came back around and got them where they were trying to get you, then all of a sudden they could understand. Did you know what? The person that they wanted to hold in high regard, that was the one who deceived them. That was the snake. And they realized that person only wanted them for their money. Nothing else. Only wanted them for their position. Only wanted them for their spot. Nothing else. And they can only be mad at themselves because they chose this. This is what they wanted for you. And like they say, be careful of that hole that you dig for someone else. Be careful of the lie that you believe about somebody else, because that's going to be the hole that you fall into, or that's going to be the new lie that's said about you. They're thinking about, instead of fighting for you, how they fought against you, how they feel like a fool, and how this just caused them hardship, not you. What's the message, Spirit? It's so sad that somebody had to learn a lesson that they didn't really even have to learn, all because they chose not to listen, all because they chose to allow themselves to be manipulated. Even when you told this person, hey, I think you're being manipulated, they were like, oh, I can't be manipulated. I'm too smart for that. Even when somebody think I can be manipulated, I'm not being manipulated, only to find out after they woke up, oh my God, I've been manipulated. Well, duh. Well, duh. Now they realize you saw everything clearly, and this is why this person, now they want to come back in. They feel that they've changed. Yeah, they've changed, because now they see that they was the mark. It used to be you, and whenever you was no longer around, they had to have, the coven had to have a new motherfucking mark. So they said, well, we took a vote, secret vote. We know you weren't there. That's why it was a secret vote. And we chose unanimously you. All because they refused to see the devil. All because they refused to understand that there was lies that was going around. There was manipulation that was going around. All because they couldn't see that the snake put on clothes and shoes and was still speaking with a forked tongue. Now somebody's thinking about these actions. They're thinking about these actions that they took against this godly person. Somebody that was never there to harm them, only to help them. High create, grand rising. Now somebody wants to bring some balance into this situation, because now they realize that somebody, that this bully always had it planned to bully them too. Now they are receiving the pain, and they're feeling the pain that they also gave to you. They couldn't understand what you felt like, but they do now. Especially since everything is crumbling in their life. Everybody that said they was, oh, we gonna be here with you for the long haul. We ain't going nowhere. Okay, cuz. Okay, bruh. Okay, sis. We ain't gonna, I love you like you my own child. Okay. Now where they at? Somebody hears crickets. And that's the only thing that's answering them is crickets. They chose this. They chose to sacrifice their own prosperity. They were saying that you was trash, you was less than. They didn't realize that people have been putting obstacles in your path to try and hold you down, hold you back, wipe you out, for other people to ghost you, to rescind the offer. They didn't realize all of this shit was going the fuck on when you was telling them this is the shit that's going the fuck on. They didn't want to realize all that. They didn't want to see that. They only wanted to see what they could see. They only wanted to hear what that fork-tongued snake was telling them. That snake was like, that's not the truth. Or however snakes talk, I don't know. But see, now they're getting justice for the actions that they chose. Karma said, okay, I'm going to show you how this feels. I'm going to show you what they was talking about, because you couldn't hear them. So I'm going to have to show you. God said, let me balance this shit out so that you could understand the next time you come up on a test. Because it was just a test. And somebody failed it miserably. They didn't just get an F. They got a fucking F minus. They just didn't get a 0. They got a negative grade. How the fuck you get a negative grade? Hey, High Priestess, how are you, sweetie? See, now somebody see, now that they should have stood 10 toes down with you. They should have protected you. They should have spoke positive of you. They should have said, you know what? I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I know collective. But see, somebody is thinking, you know what? If I do it like this, if I do it like that, I'm going to be part of the crew. I'm going to be part of the in crowd. They're going to think I'm cool just like they think they cool. They sure the hell did not use any discernment. None. Not an ounce. No logic, no brain. The brain synapses weren't even working. The elevator, it stopped right here. People was like, damn. People was looking at this person like, damn, are they really that stupid? Tell them this lie. The snake was like, I'm going to do another lie. And they was like, oh, I believe that wholeheartedly. What? Damn. The same people that they partied with left them. The same people that they partied with ghosted them. The same people. And how do you get mad at anybody else except for yourself? You can't even they couldn't even get mad at those snakes, at that coven. They couldn't get mad. All they could do was get mad at themselves. Because all you did was you just got in your car and you left. You drove. Spirit carried you forward. Spirit said, come on, get in here. Get in here. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of somebody acting like a plum, pure D motherfucker fool. Let they ass learn. You've done enough. Let that ass learn. And if they gotta learn the hard way, so be it. Yeah, Spirit's balancing something out. Spirit is showing somebody who they actually chose. A bully that they didn't know had secret plans for them too. And they thought that you was the only one that was going to feel the pain. Nope. Their name was on the chopping block right underneath your name. Here's your name, then here's their name. See, once your name was moved off the list, they took that number 1 spot. That's how it is whenever you mistreat somebody or you sitting idly by watching somebody else. When their name is off the list because this person finally either had enough that they themselves or they just left or they pushed them out. Now they got to have a new scapegoat. There got to be another black sheep. The coven is never just going to stop and be like, whoo, that empress is gone. Okay, everybody party and be happy for the rest of their life. That don't work like that. Because then they're going to be thinking, okay, after a day or two, yeah. They're going to be like, you know what, we bored. We need another scapegoat. Let's have a secret meeting. Hello, Angel Bostic. Hello, how are you this morning? Yes, I'm telling you, they had a secret meeting. They had a secret meeting. They was like, we need to find somebody else to get our rocks off. Because now we bored. We don't want to look at ourselves. We don't want to work on ourselves. Oh, no. But let's get so-and-so. Now that the collective is gone, let's get this person that was helping us to dog and manipulate and gaslight the collective. They won't know. They think that they're on the inside. We won't even tell them that we had the secret meeting and secretly move them to the outside. Let them find out the hard way. That's what makes it fun. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Only thing is, it's like after they realized that they were the ones that was on the outside, they no longer thought it was fun. It was only fun when you was on the chopping block. See, now they're realizing that this same group caused them hardship, put 10 swords in their back. And that's the ones that they was calling, that's my family, them my peoples. Well, how you like your peoples? And the same peoples was like, no, we really not your people. Stop acting dumb. We just wanted you to help us with collective because we don't like how collective shine. Something about their energy make us feel really weird on the inside, like we doing something wrong when we gang up on other people. See all that gossiping, all that backbiting, all this. Well, they not gonna really know. They really not gonna know that I'm talking about them with these people that absolutely positively hate their guts. All that shit came right back around. It all came right back around. Them say the same group. The same group. What Kumo D say? How you like me now? What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, they was all on board to put the screws to you until they found out them screws. They unscrewed that from you, and they was like, we getting ready to put the screws to you now because they gone. We need to have somebody else to screw over, and your name is next on the list. See, they didn't know you had to heal yourself from all that bullshit. And now this person is having to heal themselves from what they thought was so fun. Oh my gosh, that was so fun when they was doing it to you. They had to ground themselves. Like they had to knock themselves down a peg or two when they saw that the tower was coming. Everybody that said that they was there for them, Oh, like I said, all you heard was crickets. Crickets was like, they count, they count, they count, they count. Cricket, cricket, they count. Now they realize how worthy you were. That they should have never partake or, of this bullshit. Not only were you worthy, but you're very creative. You knew what these people were doing. You could see it. But you know what? You always took care of yourself. You helped take care of them. You helped inspire them. All of that stuff. And they didn't think that shit was going to come around. That season came when they was all here out on Front Street. They was talking big and bad. They was doing all that shit. And yeah, and oh yeah. And they was like, oh, let's do a fist bump. Oh, high five. All that other bullshit. Trying to wear a mask. Trying to wear a mask around you. Working with some people that turned around to betray them. You get what you pay for. They didn't realize they was paying for it. They was putting their money down. They didn't realize that they was saying, no, I want some more. I want all of that. I want all of that. All the headache, the grief, the sleepless nights, the days you couldn't eat, when somebody's trying to block your blessings, when someone is trying to stab you in the back, when they trying to steal your girl or your guy, when they trying to do all this and do all that, they trying to fuck your put obstacles in your way, to fuck up your family life, to turn your kids against you, to da-da-da-da-da. They was all in 1,000% until they realized they getting some shit back 10,000%. They didn't want to use their intuition. They was having too much fun. Why use your intuition when it's fun? See, they used to talk about you. Because you was like, you know what? Let God talk to you. Open your heart. Open your, let's talk about it. Open your mind. You was in alignment. They was talking about you for even wanting to be in alignment. They was like, she thinks she's so godly. He think he just saw that. He always talking about love, peace, and that, let God handle it. And she always trying to say, well, we need to love each other. I can't stand this bitch. Now look at them. They want to surrender to you. Now they need your help. Now they don't think it's all fun and games anymore, especially whenever the secrets came out that they was next. See, they did that. The devil didn't say, okay, this is what I want you to do. Come on in here. I want you to help me get this one. Now you next behind this one, but we're going to concentrate on this one. See, the devil didn't say all that. That's not what that snake said. That snake said, let's just get this one, and left it at that. They didn't say the rest of the sentence. Now they want forgiveness because they know they was wrong. They know that what they was putting out was secrets. They was smiling in your face, stabbing you behind your back. Even though they knew who you were. Even though you preach love, you preached acceptance, forgiveness, you divine lineage, you was telling them the truth about everything. There was nothing that you was holding back. And the fact that the snake was so upset that you divine, so upset that you are an ascended master, so upset that you related to Jesus and the other ascended masters. But you know what? The truth is the truth. It's not your fault. And why should somebody be jealous? See, they sabotaged themselves because they wanted to be the one that was shining bright like a diamond. Well, hell, you didn't even ask to shine bright like a diamond. You just asked God God, you know what, lead, guide, and direct my steps. That's it. And then they want to get mad at you. Don't get mad at us. But they know with you, they always felt safe. You always showed them love, unconditional love. You didn't judge them. You didn't say one thing and then turn around and do another thing. You told them to speak the truth, to speak up, to say it and shame the devil. You know, you tried to get this person to talk, but that person didn't want to say nothing. Hi, Sia. It's me. How are you, sweetie? Hey, Brittany. How are you? Now this person is having a radical rebirth. They have to have a radical rebirth because they're thinking about everything that they gave away and how they have to start all over like the rising phoenix. They burn their own house down. How do you burn your own house down? By listening to the arsonist. The arsonist was like, hey, I got a plan. I know what this is what we're gonna do. You know that you pick that can up over there. Yeah, I know it smells like gasoline, but it's not gasoline. It's really kerosene. There's a difference. There's a difference between gasoline and kerosene. Don't listen to the words. Just listen to the advice I'm giving to you. Don't think about it. Don't cheat and try and think about it now. Now, you take this can and all them other cans that I got lined up, and you pour it all around the house. Pour it all around the house. And then that last can, go in the house and pour it all over the floor. Pour it all over. Douse some on the walls because it's going to make the house better. Trust me. It's going to be popping in a minute. It's going to be popping. They was like, are you sure? Just, I know you're not doubting me. You see, I got this forked tongue. You know what that means? I really know my shit. I know you're not doubting me. Now go now that you did all that, take this book of matches. Do me a favor. Light this cigarette for me, and then throw the match behind you. And I'm telling you, you're gonna watch your house just pop. They was like, are you sure? Didn't I say stop doubting me? They was like, okay. Poof! My house is on fire! Don't you see it pop, 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 pop. They like, oh my God. Then they have nerve to be upset about some shit that they done did, and they feel shame. They feel shame because they resisted the shit that you was telling them. Wake up, motherfucking fool. Wake your motherfucking stupid ass up. They was like, leave me be. Leave me alone. I want to listen to the snake. I like the forked tongue. Now they want to come to you because they know that you can make a way out of no way. You know? And they just had this strong desire to manifest, you know. They think that if they listen to the wrong people, that they was going to get the right shit. No, dummy. That's not how it works. You listen to the wrong people, you'll get the wrong shit. Listen to yourself. Listen, ask God. God will tell you. And now they realize you didn't have nothing to hide. You wasn't doing nothing wrong. You was the innocent person in the party. This is why you getting a good juju. This is why you had to liberate yourself, because you saw them other motherfuckers was just upset about their own stupid lives. That's it. You're the only one who's experiencing this joy because you know what? You leveled up. This person, yes, is connected to you, but they're not connected. They still got some growing to do. They need to understand that, you know what? You only hurt yourself. You never hurt me. My house is still standing, but yours, oh, you You done lit your shit on fire. Fire. Yeah, that is somebody's theme song as they watching their shit burn. You know, anything that got to do with fire, they listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because the Earth is picking up some wind, and the wind is making that fire spread. Anything else, Spirit? We're just going to get one or two from this deck, and then I got to go to work. It's Wednesday, y'all. Yes. Somebody know they got to heat. They got a lot of healing to do. Not just a lot of healing to do. They have a lot of work to do to rebuild themselves, to rebuild your relationship. You know, now that they understand that they needed to keep both feet on the ground and not somebody just fill their head with some bullshit, especially since everything is coming down. They can't, there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Somebody just wants to feel safe again. Now that they know the real reason behind these people bigging them up. Woo! Go Hercules! Go Hercules! Go Hercules! Now they want to surrender. They have no choice but to surrender. They have no choice but to grow the fuck up. They have no choice but to understand that, you know what? They was connected to you but wanted to resist you all because they felt like, no, the group said no, only that they want to have a radical rebirth with some people that was there to destroy them. Like, who the fuck in their right mind, in their wrong mind, in their sane mind, in their insane mind agreed to this stupid shit besides them? Well, let's just hope that they are able to rebuild that house that they literally set ablaze themselves. And let them be able to read on the side of the can, even though it don't say gasoline, that kerosene is just as flammable. Hey, 007 Maniac, how are you, sweetie? All right, y'all, I'm gonna leave it right here. Thank you so very much. We will see each other this evening. I love you all. Have a wonderful, marvelous, spectacular, truthful, and clear Wednesday. Don't burn your own house down. All right. Love you. Thanks, J. Mike. Thanks.